Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing What You Don't See Coming. And to do this reading, we are going to be picking your 3 piles together. I feel this one, so let's take that one. So 1, 2, and that looks like it is our 3rd pile. Right, so let's see what we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, you have the Sheperd. And this is what your card looks like. For pile number 2, you have the Fate. And for pile number 3, you have the Muse. And if you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Dalmation Jasper. For pile number 2, you have the Onyx. And for pile number 3, you have the red Jasper. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. But as I always say, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile or maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It is your magic that always guides you to the right readings. So trust it. Let it lead the way. You may be finding out things that you have no idea about, or perhaps things that you already have an idea about, that you will get more information on that you couldn't see with regards to this specific topic or aspect that you may find out about, as I mentioned in today's reading. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Dalmatian Jasper as well as the Sheperd, and I see your card says celebration and family as the keywords. So let's see how this fits into your reading, and today we are taking a look at what you don't see coming. All right, let's quickly pick out your tea leaves. All right. 1, 2, 3, and I was gonna take the green card, but this hides it, so it looks like we're not meant to take that. Okay, right. Now let's take a look at your other oracle decks and pick 1 card from each. Ooh, well, it looks like we got 2 from this one, and let's pick 1 card here. Take that one. Okay. So let's see what you have and what you don't see coming, my dear pile number 1. You have Venus in Pisces with submission. It's interesting that you have the Sheperd and submission, but I also see the cage being open, so that's quite interesting. You have Venus again in Leo with affair. Okay. You have wreath, sorrow over a loss. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. And you have leg, stepping into a new experience. Interesting. Okay. Now, let's pick up your last oracle card. You have the crone in the winter. Very interesting. Okay, now it's time, I believe, for your tarot cards. So you have the Page of Cups, the World card. I knew it. Something is ending here, and instead something is beginning. I feel like you're being released from something, but let's wait and see. You have the Moon, the Ten of Wands. Something is ending in your life. Okay. You have the Three of Wands, and you're starting. How interesting is that? You're ending something difficult and you're starting something anew. I'm not sure yet what it is, but let's continue to look at your cards. You have the Six of Cups, the Hermit. Where you've been there for a very long time. And so, sorrow over a loss. It looks like it's bittersweet, where you're ending something, you're happy to go, but you've spent a lot of time in that place that, although you want to go, it feels bittersweet to leave it. And you have the King of Swords. Interesting, my dear pile number one. The energy is very interesting, but I think I need to take just a few seconds to take a look at your cards and put the energies together and channel what I believe your cards are definitely pointing towards. With Sheperd, I feel like life and fate is now shifting your reality, kind of moving you slowly but surely into a new direction. And we can also see that with the Page of Cups and the World card. The Page of Cups is a new page, a new journey in your life. You know, we know that from the Aces to the Tens, it's one journey, and from the Page to the Kings is a new journey. So we get to see that idea that there is a new beginning in your life, like fate is slowly but surely kind of like shifting direction. I don't want to say veering you, of course, that's not the right impression, but you thought you were going to go in one direction, and now we're going to start realizing that your life is slowly moving into, like, taking a turn, you know, moving you in a slightly different direction, of maybe a totally different one. As the road keeps shifting, you'll realize you're moving in a totally different direction. And with the World card, it shows me that you've completed and ending a certain stage of your life. We can see that this is actually in the positive direction. Why? Because here we see a bird that was encaged and the door has now opened, and this gives me the idea that you're about to be freed from something. And although you're going to be freed from something and finally be able to walk away, move out, or move away from that energy, like I mentioned, there's something super bittersweet about it. I'm not sure how. It, of course, depends on your story, my dear pile number one. But you will realize that although you're free, you're going to think, hey, so now's the time. I'm free now. And you might reminisce perhaps a little bit and think, wow, maybe I won't see that place again, or maybe I won't be talking to this person again, or who knows if I'll be working here again, something like that. And so you're slowly watching life bit by bit veering you off that course. And as you start realizing it, you are happy with the new beginning. You're very excited, but a part of you, as perhaps you're packing or you're starting to move out or something, you're moving into that fortunate energy of being able to reminisce now. That's exactly what I see. For some of you, and I know this is a general reading, what I'm about to say will not, be the thing with everyone, but when I see a detail, I always love mentioning it. Here I see affair, here I see family, and I see someone reminiscing over old photos. So for a lot of you, this could be a family affair. Maybe you are either leaving a toxic family, or maybe your family is wonderful, you don't want to, they're not toxic or anything. Maybe you just got a nice opportunity and you're gonna go to that opportunity. Maybe you're leaving your ex. I'm not sure, but for some of you, I know this is very particular, you are going to be like finally moving away from someone, and this person seems like they kind of hindered your freedom. You weren't happy overall, and now you get to leave. But like I said, for everyone else listening, this is energy that was keeping you stuck in life. You felt like you couldn't move. Everything you wanted to do, you kept thinking back to that energy. But I can't do that because I have to do that, or I can't do that because I'm stuck with these papers, or something or the sort. But now you have the freedom to step on new territory, whatever that energy is going to be. Now you're probably asking, because with the moon card, unless it's some sort of a relationship, the rest of you could be asking, I don't know in which area of this life this is going to be, especially with the moon card appearing, like I mentioned. So I would like to help you out. I'm going to pull 3 cards and we'll let them show us or guide us in what area or areas this reading is talking about. I definitely see that fate, because who would hold a river like that, right? I feel like it's the hands of fate, and you can see the hands here, are the ones that are shifting and shifting things in your life where this is becoming a reality. So you have the Tower card. Did we see the Tower card here before? No, that's the first time. So this is something unexpected. This is something that is going to surprise you. It might initially feel like it's unstable because it's not so easy moving out of old energy. But the Tower card also has an element of excitement to it. Instant, scary, yet there is also excitement. And you know, in the Tower card, it always depicts 2 people. One of them jumping off by their own choice because they realize it's not working anymore, it's about to fall, and the other person holding on so tight and falls because the tower is falling. So I really feel these 2 elements within you. Part of you is like sad because of the old energy, but the other part is ready to jump off and start anew, is excited about what's to come. You have the 5 of Swords. So this is in the area of your life, like I said, where you felt defeated. And here with the 5 of Swords, I can see that you're winning over energy that used to, make you feel stuck, defeated. And you have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, the other element about this is that part of fate is that I think you'll be getting some help, generous help, from someone. There's definitely an element of someone assisting you and helping you out. So what areas of your life, because we pulled these 3 cards to find out what areas of your life could this be, other than the fact that it's a troubling area for sure, as mentioned. Oh, I was asking, I remember I saw the tower. There it is. Look at what it's showing us. Solid foundation, success with efforts. Okay, so I would say, since this is what we're seeing here, it could be towards a new area that you're going to build in your life. A new area could be, you building something new with regards to your career, or this could be building a new goal that you have that was inaccessible before, but now that you are liberated, you get to focus on this goal. It could do with finances, feeling stuck before. With regards to finances, it could be overcoming difficult people. With the towers, it could have been instability with home, or the economy, instability with home, instability with the economy. And you know what I just noticed? For some of you, it could be going from singlehood to being in a relationship. That's another aspect as well. In any case, we can clearly see that you're moving from something that was difficult to something that will feel blessed and exciting for you. So you're definitely getting into a very exciting energy, that's for sure. It's going to feel solid with the King of Swords, powerful, balanced, and strong. So we can see that there is a solid foundation to that new journey that you're getting into. But you do have the crone in winter. So although you're stepping into this wonderful experience that's coming up next, alleviating these difficult times and bringing in wonderful energy, you are advised to step into it with a lot of wisdom, with the crone in winter card here. And notice it's the biggest card. I see that this is a message of handling this energy with a lot of balance and wisdom, especially that you have the Hermit card as well. And the Hermit card is all about going introspect, thinking deeply, in fact, about something, and not taking it at a face value. And although it's going to be an exciting journey, and it is going to be solid, it's going to be wonderful, it's going to feel safe. That's the word I'm looking for. It's going to feel safe, far different from the stuck energy that it was in how you felt in the past. You are still guided, my dear pile number one, to get into it with a lot of wisdom, a lot of care, you know. Yeah, King of Swords is the same thing. King of Swords in conjunction to the moon, to think deeply about things as you step into it. So it's not just about enjoying it, while that's wonderful, and it's your right, but it's also about balancing it out with thinking about everything that this new journey has to offer you. Why? I would guess because you wanted safe, I guess. Why is the warning there? Let's find out. Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Balance things out. Why are you advised to do that? Because look at that. With the Two of Wands, speaking of balancing things out, it looks like it could be risky, although you can do it beautifully. You can do it very well, because we see a ballerina standing with one foot at the tip of their foot, you know, and confidently doing that performance. So you can do it very easily. You can be part of that new journey and impress whatever it is. If it's a new job or a new endeavor that you're getting into, you're going to impress yourself or others. You can do it very easily. We can see that. But it's still, although you have that confidence and you have these skills, or you'll find yourself performing very beautifully, there is an element, as you can see, of risk here. Something could fall. Maybe you can fall, you know, and you want to go through this journey successfully. It's going to be solid, it's going to be wonderful, but I believe that the more you think about it well, the more you think about things very, very well, and be wise about it, the more you'll be able to perform at your best. Now, these two cards are also explaining, they came out for a reason. They're also explaining why you need to think about things wisely. So let me reflect a little bit on the Four of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. I think I understand, because the Page of Pentacles is starting a new solid journey. Something, speaking about solid, something has actually manifested, and they can now hold it in their hands and enjoy it. Also, the Four of Wands is a card of reaching a certain milestone, which means experiencing something in a new way that you haven't before. Both cards show an element to me of extreme excitement, being very happy, you know, how things feel with the new beginning. We're elated, and sometimes when we're into that beautiful feeling, we enjoy it so much that we may lose our logic with these beautiful emotions. So at the end of the day, it's all about balance. Enjoying that wonderful journey, that exciting journey that is about to commence for you. Especially, you'll feel a lot of magic, I believe, with this new journey. Because when we see the hands of fate shifting things, especially to our favor, I can only imagine that it feels so magical and it feels so beautiful. So I'm getting the feeling of, that excitement that we feel when we are traveling somewhere new. You're going to feel so blessed, lucky. You're going to feel like you're on a new journey that feels so good. And so with all of this excitement, you are guided to be very wary at the same time, and to take in that energy with a lot of balance, where you don't deprive yourself from that fun. Please emerge into it, but at the same time, keep your mind thinking deeply about things. And look at where the King of Swords is sitting in your reading. Above it is the moon, and right next to it is the hermit, which give a strong impression, just like the crone in winter, to pause, to think, to reflect, and not just that, but to go deep into thinking. Like, life has given me, for example, all of this money. Maybe this is an invitation in that case to think very well at how you're going to handle this. Or life has given me a new relationship. Enjoy it, but think about all the little red flags. It doesn't mean that this person is bad in any way, but to think about the different values that you have, or and make sure that your values are included and respected, and so on, depending on maybe it's travel, and so you want to enjoy it, but at the same time you want to be very careful where you're choosing to put your money, where you're renting, where you want to be safe, you don't want to get lost, you want to have your resources with you, and so although it's going to feel very blessed, you are still guided, as you can see at the end of the day, to handle this with a lot of care and balance. Enjoy, but at the same time, think about your steps very well. It looks like, my dear pile number 2, there's no question, life is really guiding you into a new direction. And with the Sheperd, I see like there are a couple of events, the way I can translate this, there are a couple of events that are going to happen in your life that are going to kind of push you to take some different decisions, and as a result and consequence of these decisions, magic is going to happen. That's exactly what I see for you, my dear pile number 1, of what you don't see coming. We don't see what the it is in your reading. Perhaps it's yet to be discovered, but I can see the different elements that is present in your reading. It was something that was difficult, that is going to be alleviated, is something that you're going to enjoy. And there are a couple of surprises that are going to happen that will push you, just like we saw the Tower, to make different decisions. And we can see that these surprises, although might feel shocking in the beginning, but they are very pleasant. It's like bittersweet, or a pleasant surprise of, hey, we're traveling now, pack your bags and get your things, and you're like, oh, but I didn't do this and I didn't do that. It's all kind of like good problems to have for a big blessing that is coming. My dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see for you. I wish you the best of luck with that energy that is coming in for you. I truly hope you enjoy it to the fullest, and that you know how to fully immerse in it all while, thinking a little bit here and there about what to do with it. My dear pile number 1, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. They are there to truly help you out. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away, all while enjoying this journey. The productivity journey is a journey that is meant to be enjoyed and not one that you have to suffer through. You'll find in this ebook a lot of techniques that help you work smarter and not necessarily harder. I know you're going to love this ebook, and if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books, and while you're there, you might also want to check out the productivity e-cookbook, which has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. And it is for this reason that I decided to do this book. I was very excited about it. And for this reason, I've partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in. It took months, but I wanted to make sure that every recipe delivers these promises. And by the way, if you're vegan, there's a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks, and this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from, especially that there are no duplicates, ones that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes. And so if you're interested in checking it out as well, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. And my dear pile number one, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm wishing you the best of luck with this new energy. I hope you enjoy it and that it fills your life with a lot of blessings, love, and great luck. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Onyx as well as the Fate. And I see on the card it says accepting help, guidance. So let's see how this fits into your reading. And as you know, today we're taking a look at what you don't see coming. Wonderful. So your deck is now shuffled for the reading. Let's quickly pick up your tea leaves. And I feel like a space has been created here. So let's take these. Right, so these are 3 cards. And as you can see on the table are the oracle decks that we will be using. And so let's quickly take one card. I feel this one. Let's take that. And, oh, you have 2 from this deck. Looks like you have 3 actually. All right, so let's see what you have. Let's start with this one first. Right, so you have spells from the hearth. Interesting. All right, it's really cool because you have fate and you also have spells. Very magical reading. You have Saturn in Aquarius with eccentricity. Okay, so looks like, look, hear me out. It looks like you may be experiencing things that feel magical that I don't think you are expecting. Also with eccentricity, I want to say they are out of the ordinary. You know how when we sometimes get like have a magical experience on an ordinary day and we spend the rest of our lives saying, I swear this happened, can you believe it? But here, it's not like a small thing that you're going to see in an ordinary day. Something out of the ordinary is happening that is affecting your fate altogether. So let's find out more. You have Mercury in Aquarius again with originality, and look at that, 11-11. Wow, I'm telling you, the magic is already forming. Oh my god. Okay, and you have Venus in Sagittarius with flirtation. Let's keep it here. Also, you know, in numerology, 9 denotes a cycle finally ending to its completion, where not only is it completing, but you're getting the benefits from it. Okay, can you see this card? I highly doubt it. Let me put it here in case you can't. All right, you have younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. You have goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And you have cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Okay, no, we don't want to cover your 11-11 for sure. Okay. let's now take a look at your tarot cards. All right, so you have the Tower card. Wow, right off the bat. You have the Eight of Swords. You have the Ten of Wands. The King of Cups. The Six of Swords. The Lover's card. The Page of Wands. I see two cards actually wanting to come out. The Chariot. And what is this last card and where shall we put it? Right. And you have the Ace of Swords. Give me a second. I'll rearrange your cards so that you can see them all in frame, and I'll be back. All right, that is much better. So we did establish with the 9 that something is completing. Something is ending and it's completing. And especially with the 2 and the 3 and the 23, it's also a numerology giving 5, coming down to 5, which is a number of change. So we can clearly see in your reading that there's grand change that is coming. Obviously, it's coming as a form of surprise as well, with the Tower card appearing first. But what I wanted to say here was something is completing in the form of it ending from your life, because here we have the shears of fate. So something is ending. What is ending here? Clearly, right off the bat, we see the Tower, the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, which give us a very tough story. It shows us that this is an area of your life where you felt stuck. The energy was so heavy. Here, I get the idea with the Ten of Wands that although the energy was heavy, it seems like you had to keep on going. And you can see the Tower card here, this figure running. So there's an emphasis on an area of your life where you felt was very difficult, but you had to keep going. You had to keep going. I feel like with the energy of your cards here, it was like almost you were racing time or something. The pace was very quickly. There was the element of not just stress, but there's a word for it. Urgency. There was a lot of urgency in your energy. And so overall, we can clearly see that it was not easy. That area of your life, as you can see with your main card here, one of your big oracle cards, Spells from the Hearth. You see a witch here using herbs to perhaps cast a spell. And it gives me an idea or gives me the understanding that this is an energy of healing. So healing an urgent situation in your life that was very heavy, that kept you stuck, that made you feel like you had to keep running. You know, this energy reminds me of the energy of running a hamster wheel. And how it's ending, it seems like it's happening with the 11:11 here and the spells with a magical experience. You're going to go through a magical experience that is going to feel almost surreal, very hard to believe unless you're experiencing it yourself. And look at that, accepting help. There is help coming to take you out of this difficult situation. I want to take a close look at how this help is coming. So here we see increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, and here we see as well dealings or relationship with a younger man. This could denote that financial help is on the way. Great financial help is on the way. If this is energy talking about you worrying about money, or whatever this situation is, it seems like there is someone specifically, because we have a figure showing up, someone specifically coming in to actually help you out. in a situation that is truly feeling urgent or about to break. And this could also represent not just one, it could be a group of people. It could be an organization, It doesn't have to necessarily be just one person. It gives me also an understanding that divine help has finally arrived. And I can see here that you've been really waiting for help, especially with regards to the situation, for a very, very long time. Six of Swords shows that you felt that the energy was slow, almost to an extent where you could have thought it's not happening. And so the tortoise has arrived. It shows me that this is the divine time meant for you to reverse this situation and to take it out of your life. Chariot shows here with the Page of Wands, this specific Page of Wands, especially that it's in a zebra, reminds me of a zebra crossing. In conjunction to the Chariot, you're crossing, and Six of Swords is also about, moving to calmer waters. So we have a full row, nearly a full row, talking about how you are crossing to the other side. What are the odds, right? And so this reading is definitely talking about ending something that was torturous. It's finally over, and you're moving now to the other side, where you will experience a clear new beginning with the Ace of Swords. A group of people are coming in to help you. That's a strong element here in your reading. Maybe you were dealing with a specific difficult situation, and on your own, it wasn't so easy to, take yourself out of it. With this help or these people, you are now more empowered to end it. It could be you have an offer in your pocket, so now you don't have to succumb to the things you didn't like before. Another example could be getting support and love from someone who cares about you. In all cases, help is on the way. This help is going to feel so magical that you're gonna swear this must be divine. Like, how was this help orchestrated in this way where you are able to get out of the situation like that? I wonder what you are going through. But if I were to take an example to translate this energy, I would say you could be in an unfair situation and a lawyer picks up, reads about your situation or notices it and says, how are you in this situation in the first place? Show me this, show me that. You know what? I can definitely help get your rights back. That's, of course, very specific, but another example of this divine help could be someone spilling the tea with information that changes everything, changes your whole situation, Sometimes knowing about something puts you in the stronger position and helps you maybe get your rights back or get what you deserve from the situation, or know about something so that you can do it in an easier way. In all cases, you are definitely going to feel very fortunate, and there's an element of fate or the divine interfering in your situation. And as I was staring at younger man and thinking, am I maybe younger man is an energy. Maybe it doesn't have to be people. And my eyes fell right on the Lover's card and the King of Cups, which again kind of made me feel like, no, these are people that are coming in to help. And it could be either they're helping because they have a kind heart. That could be one way. Or it's just that your situation matches with theirs. And so people with power, with regards to whatever situation you're in, people with power who can actually do something about it, now they're on the same boat as you are, you get to ride and experience that type of power and cross to the other side easily, because now you're on their boat and they care about this case, or they care about this situation, they don't like it, and they have the power to change it and end it, and you get to be riding that boat with them and happen to ride that boat with them because you're in the same situation and cross to the other side. Very interesting reading indeed. All cases, like I mentioned, this is definitely like divine help. You're not going to believe how magically things turn out to be. And a card moved. I was about to end, but looks like there's something here. The Four of Cups. Look at that. This is like rose glasses. And usually the advice would be, don't look at things with rose-colored glasses. Here we see you being offered rose-colored glasses, showing that you may think that this energy is too positive, but never doubt magic and what it can do. Sometimes things do work out in a magical way. I feel like this was a message that was very important to come out at the end of your reading here. Trust that there is help, divine help on the way for you. Things are going to change from how you're experiencing things now, and through some sort of power, someone who's powerful, or some people who are powerful, you have a clear new beginning. This is your reading, my dear pile number 2. I cannot wait to see how this energy turns out for you. I wish you the best of luck, and I truly hope you live a wonderful life and that you never have to go through this energy again. And my dear pile number 2, if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. They were done from the heart, totally to help you out in your productivity journey. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the journey. It's full packed with techniques that will truly give you an aha moment, because they teach you how to go through productivity in a smart way and not necessarily in a hard way, how to enjoy that journey, like I mentioned. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might also want to check out the Productivity e-cookbook, which has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, but here's the thing, they're cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. I felt like this book was so important that I partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out these recipes for you to make your life much easier, and you can do what's important for you, but also eat healthy food that's delicious. And if you're vegan, there's a vegan version, by the way. If not, you can make use of both ebooks, and this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from, perhaps for the rest of your life. There are no duplicates at all in these 2 ebooks. And again, if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it as well down in the description box. And my dear pile number 2, so cool. I cannot wait to find out what this magical divine guidance or divine help is going to be like. I always love when you guys update me. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the red Jasper as well as the Muse card. And I see on your card it says generosity as well as naivety. So let's see how this fits into your reading today. And as you know, we're taking a look at what you don't see coming. Right, so your tarot deck is ready for use. Let's pick up your tea leaves. Ooh, I'm tempted to take these. How much are these? 1, 2, whoa, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tea leaves. Wow. Okay. We'll just leave it as it is. And let's quickly take one card from each of your oracle decks before we begin. I have a strong feeling it's this one, so let's take that. And whoa! Okay, let's start with this one and see what this is all about. Right, so you have, wow, Sun in Scorpio with endurance. Interesting. Okay, let's now check out your tea leaves. These are certainly a lot. How about we divide them 3 by 3? Okay, so you have butterfly, a change for the better. You have, whoa, wealth. Looks like you have 2 months actually. So curious. So you have February. Okay. You also have September. Broken bring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. And you finally have clouds, temporary problems. So these came together. Let's keep them right there. And it's interesting where they're ending up right next to endurance. That's so cool. Okay, now let's take a look at your final oracle card. You have a lot of oracle cards in this pile. You have nearing Skylad. Okay. And look at this figure looking at the moon. Okay, now let's take a look at your tarot cards. So, you have the Queen of Pentacles right off the bat. Beautiful. Whoa, okay. You have the Muse of Voices. That's the King of Swords. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Materials. Love this energy for you. Look at that. One thing right off the bat before we even begin. I mean, look at that. 6 of Materials. That's even a card of generosity. Wealth. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. There is no question in this pile. It seems like there is a lot of wealth and money coming in that you certainly do not see coming. So that's very clear before we even interpret the rest of the cards. So how about we make space for another card here? Perhaps it's going to show us something. So you have the star. Wow, your cards, pile number 3. So cool. Okay. Can we place one last card here? 4 of emotions. That's the 4 of cups, right? And now that we have space, I think we can push these down there. Okay, let me organize your cards so that you can see them in a comfortable way, and I'll get right back so that we can start your reading right away. And speaking of the generosity of the 6 of Pentacles, look at that. Your card already has the word generosity on it. So it looks like to me in this pile, you could be enduring some troubles either in business or in your finances. It says temporary problems. So we can see since we're saying temporary and we're seeing months here, we can clearly see that it's temporary and there's clearance of that energies that you're going to be experiencing, I would say, from September to, either literally from September to February, right? Or they could just symbolize 6 months if we count September in, of course. So over the next 6 months, or perhaps this is talking about the second half of your year, you're now gaining strength in the area of wealth. You're going to be seeing a lot of changes happening. And where did I get beginner's luck? Where's the Fool? Something told me beginner's luck. Yes, naivety. With naivety as well as generosity, I kind of feel like you are going to be doing something because you have the Muse. So and look at that. This is the Muse deck. Look, the Muse 2 times. The Muse is an inspiration, right? Especially with the King of Swords. You might be ending up like finding a great idea, maneuvering around something. You know, it doesn't have to be a great idea within your job, although it could be, you know, like, for example, within your own job, you can come up with an idea that could make you make more money. You can tell them you're looking for someone to do this and that, and I already have skills to do it. It's outside of my job agreement, but I can happily do it on the side. Or maybe you're gonna, if you have your business, because a lot of you tell me it's not everyone is working in a job. Maybe you already have your own business. In that case, you might be coming up with an idea that will bring you a lot of wealth. And if it's not business, maybe it's an idea of you doing something smart financially with your friends, your family, with a community. In all cases, this idea is going to be very smart. It seems to me with the Muse, it's going to inspire you to like get straight into something, like something's going to hit you and you're going to think, you know what, maybe I can do this and this, and that would get me money from this place. Maybe I can make use of that house that my family has. Maybe I can clean it up a little and rent it. Or maybe I can make use of this skill that I have on the side. Maybe there is definitely an idea that's going to hit you, that is going to result in you getting a lot of money within the next coming months. I'm thinking, if not specific from September to February, I'm really thinking this is talking about the second half of your year. I truly feel you're going to be downloading this idea, like that hit of inspiration. It's meant to hit you. It's meant to enlighten you, because sky-clad means getting naked, especially with witches doing rituals, right? And look at that. It looks like this witch is looking towards the sky, and the sky looks like it's forming a face. If you look at it, it looks like a face. So first of all, it feels like you are channeling something for sure. It's like looking at the sky and feeling like it's giving you messages through the images, for example. So to me, this is a clarification and an indication that you will be definitely channeling a brilliant idea. And not only that, I believe you're going to jump straight into it, because with skyclad, you know, being naked is vulnerable. And we see naivety here, which gave me the energy of the fool. You don't know if it's going to work, but you're going to jump into it. You're just going to trust and get into it. This idea is going to get you a lot of money to an extent where with the Queen of Pentacles, it's making you feel financially free, financially independent. Not only that, financially independent, and there's an overflow of money coming in with the 10 of Pentacles, because 10 in tarot or numerology is an excess of an energy. So not only are you getting a lot, but you're getting more than what you've imagined you can get. It's like you're getting money, you're saving, you're enjoying yourself, and there's even more, you know? And the 6 of Pentacles in conjunction to the star looks like you're shooting for the stars. It looks like a big hope is being achieved of getting a lot of generosity, especially in the area of wealth. And the 4 of Cups shows me, with the figures here and the sea, that as you're thinking about this now, or as you're thinking about your financial situation, there lies beneath you a potential of wealth that you're not making use of, my dear pile number 3. I wonder what this is, but you have the potential to make that happen. Right beneath you, right under your feet or under your nose, lies great potential that you can use to skyrocket your financial situation and change it, not just for the better, but change it where you change forms, just like a butterfly, of how you're experiencing your situation at the moment. The broken ring, along with, other than the message that we're seeing, I feel like you're going to decommit to something and you might start committing more to something else. Or maybe this is saying, as you're making this wealth, it will give you the power to decommit from something and connect to something else, or just simply disconnect from something. And with nearing Skylad, I feel like you're very close to making that happen in your life. Do you see how the wind is blowing with the February energy here? And nearing Skyclad. I feel like this is something right under your nose. It's not something that you have to build and wait for. No, this looks like it's something within reach. Something that you can use right away. And so you will be inspired by an idea sent to you, I believe, through the universe. I think the universe will like shed light on something with the sun here and show you, hey, look at this area. You haven't been looking at it before. Or look at that. You haven't considered this pathway before. Something like that. And right away, you're going to feel like, you know what? Maybe there is something that I can actually do to take myself out of the situation and make that wealth that is well deserved and obviously very, very much written for you to receive. With this idea, there will come a time of great preparation, great planning, and perhaps even a couple of months of execution, I think. The reason I say a couple of months, maybe even 3 months, I'll tell you why. Because as I was organizing your cards and I looked at Skylad, I was like, what does Skylad mean? And so when I was typing it, I mistakenly wrote Skylad. And I got information that there was a satellite, I think in the 1970s, and it had astronauts living it. It was a US satellite roaming around the Earth, orbiting, the Earth. And then it changed astronaut crews 3 times. And I was like, wow, I never would have known about this Skylad if I weren't looking for the word Skylad. So obviously it's meant to be part of your reading. And seeing the Muse twice also confirms the fact that you will be definitely getting hit by an inspiration. And it looks like to me with the King of Swords, taking into consideration Skylad, that there will maybe be 3 months of prep and thinking and planning before you actually execute. But once you start that planning process, you would have already started this whole process that we're seeing here. And perhaps why we're seeing 6 months. Maybe this is saying 3 months of preparation, 3 months of execution. I'm also seeing with the star card here, keep this project that you're doing or this idea very near to your heart and protected, especially it's in its infancy. Because once it launches and once it comes into life, there's no stopping it, because it would have changed forms and it's already changing your life to the better, giving you that type of power. And so to reach that stage, I'm seeing take very good care of it, just like a little baby in the beginning. It might feel a little bit like there's extra work, like it's needing time from it. So give it that love, just like a parent would give its child. At the very beginning, it's its infancy. You might feel tired, just like parents do when they get children. And you might have to work even harder than you do, maybe. But at the end of the day, once you release it, once it starts flying, once it's ready, you're not going to believe the amount of wealth you'll be making out of this. That's very clear here. So follow that inspiration. It either hit you already or is about to hit you, because it will result with the Three of Cups here in celebration, great celebration. You will thank yourself for following that brilliant ideas. That will be the reason of, like I mentioned, a lot of wealth coming into your life. And this idea you will channel. If you're already thinking like, what idea is that going to be? You've either already channeled it and you're smiling probably. But if not, do know that you will be channeling an idea. Stay open, listen, and you are going to get an amazing idea that's helping you out in the area of your finances. It seems like this idea will even help break free from some sort of commitment that you may want to break free from at some point. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck with this energy. May you always be blessed with great luck and blessings coming into your life. This was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. They are there to help you out, achieve your dreams and manifest the things that are important to you. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to be a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. You'll find that it's full of techniques that allow you to work smarter and not necessarily harder, so that you can enjoy this journey. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might also want to check out the Productivity e-Cookbook, which has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. I felt like this is an area of our lives that is very important for us. We want to eat healthy, but also delicious food. And at the same time, we have a lot of things that we need to take care of in our lives. And spending a lot of our times in the kitchen trying to prepare healthy and delicious food and look for it may be something that is very challenging. And that's why I thought this ebook was very important. And for this reason, I've partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring this project out finally for you guys. And if you're vegan, there's a vegan version. If not, you can even make use of both ebooks. There are no duplicates. And this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from, perhaps even for the rest of your lives, that are cooked in a matter of minutes, delicious and healthy. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it also down in the description box. And my dear pile number 3, wishing you the best of luck from my heart. I hope you get so many blessings and great luck from this idea that is coming into your life. All the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 3. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.